So I'm going to do a commentation of Penterror in this case. It was a really good game that just really flowed well for this deck. And we're going second, and we open up pretty nicely too. What's interesting that the opponent puts an Ass Rabbit in attack position. So normally this is a card you want to put in defense mode because it's like 5 for defense, very strong, and you get the benefit of potentially having it for another turn. My guess, especially with the ranking, they wanted us to attack it. So I'm guessing that face down is some type of Gorgon's Gaze, maybe a Shield of Achilles, or perhaps even Argo to power up their Elestral mid-battle, which works out with our Hydrake. So I'm casting Hydrake, and really I just going to attack. But before that, we want to set our Tsunami, just so we have it. And so I'm thinking that, well, one, I get over the Ass Rabbit, and I get to benefit normally, or if they have something in the back row, then we could get it out of the way, essentially, right? So our opponent, it turns out to be an Argo. So, okay, perfect. They're going to equip it to an Ass Rabbit or to some type of artifact. And it turns out to be the Necklace of Harmonia. So they're going to equip it to their Ass Rabbit and make it stronger. So that makes 2 to 7. Now Hydrake dies because it's weaker than 7, but it triggers, and now we get to search our deck for a Twindra. Now, Twindra is still not strong enough, so I'm thinking that I'm just going to go full Penterror at this point. So I'm going to crash Twindra into the Ass Rabbit again, essentially. And this will lose to the battle. Luckily, we don't have any spirits difference, but now we get to trigger its effect to get Penterror from our deck and be able to special ascend into it. So now we got 3 spirits enchanting it for the minimal enchantment cost, but this is a big boy, so he's going to get over Ass Rabbit pretty easily. There's a difference of spirits too on top of that, so a difference of 2. They're going to take some damage, and now they lost both their Ass Rabbit but also their artifact that they just used, essentially. And since it came from their hand, they only have 4 cards now thanks to drawing a card. We have a Tsunami in the back row. Feeling pretty good. The only thing to get around our card would be something like Earthquake. Other than that, like something that is an Elestral will have a hard time just taking it out. Even if they moved our Elestral into a defense position, it'd still be very hard. But as you can see, they had the Earthquake. So luckily, Penterror does trigger because it's by opponent's card effect in general. So now we're going to get all the Hydrakes that are left from our deck and special cast them onto a board so we still have board presence. So we only have 2. The list that I was playing only has 1 Twindra, so we already used that up. I kind of wish that maybe too powerful. It's like, what if you can actually get them from the underworld? In a way, it's like you can't beat it by just battling it, right? So it will just keep coming back infinitely, just like the mythology behind Hydra in essence, right? But that might be a little too powerful right now for the Elestrals game state in this current time. But having 2 bodies on the board is already good. Again, Hydrake is 4 attack too, so it's no easy feat to get over them without expending any resources and having the right cards to get over. And so I just drew a Tornado Djinn, or I just drew Wind Djinn. I have Tornado Djinn in hand, but maybe I can get it for the next turn. And so let me just add more bodies to the board, essentially. And we're going to use Wind Djinns back to be able to foretell 3. In this case, I know that all the Hydrakes, the Twindras, and the Penterrors are out, so maybe I'm thinking about resources such as like maybe Ambrosia, so that way we can actually get our Wind Spirits back from the Hydrakes and stuff. And as we're foretelling, it is the 3rd card. We actually hit it. I was pretty surprised that we did hit it. I wasn't expecting to, but it was like, oh, I wish if I were to get a card, this might be one of the good cards to get. And we're going to special ascend, not only add the Ambrosia, but special ascend into our Tornado Djinn, even if it's from hand. And we can still stack our deck too as well, and then actually special cast it now. And the amount of value that we just got is really good because we just added a card. We're going to set another back row, use Ambrosia. We're going to use Ambrosia to actually get our spirits back too, and literally just our Wind Spirits back. So let's get all those 3 back to the spirit deck. So both the Hydrake and the Twindra that we paid prior to get into Penterror just paid for itself, essentially. Or you can count as like, oh, a Penterror just refunded itself. And now our Elestrals are literally attacking. So we got the first Hydrake in, get 1 spirit out of the way. Then our second one, get another one that way. So that's out. And now for our Tornado Djinn to get 2 spirits, just like that. Very good. So we inflicted 4 spirit damage. That's really good. So my question is, now that they drawn an extra card, what are they going to do? Because they expended to draw on the prior turn. So I don't know if they're trying to get good cards, or they're trying to build some enough combo plays. So they have the torch guy that actually searches for the Hestia, Divine Ruin in this case. I'm like, okay, maybe they can special cast something. And I'm thinking, what would they special cast though? Oh, but they also have Embrasia, so they're going to get some spirits back. Good for them. Definitely needed that. They're playing their Hestia, Divine Ruin. They're putting 3 on it. Okay, that makes sense. They're going to use it. So they're going to disenchant 2 fire spirits to special cast a fire Elestral. And it's a Kinleo. Okay, makes sense. Part of me was thinking maybe it was Valkyris, since they were playing like Argo. So I'm thinking like, oh, they were probably playing that package. And they also play Hestia just for, I guess, versatility. So in this case, they're going to Nexus off from the Torch to back to the Hestia, Divine Ruin. And they're going to pop our Tornado Gen, which is fair. The thing is, Kinleo is only a 3. So this is one of the key things that I really like about Hydrake, is that just because it has the effect that it only props on destruction, having a 4 attack is pretty respectable still. So it really, like, your opponent can't do much essentially. And they're going to do another Embrasia to get more resources back into their spirit deck. So it works out that they got 2 Embrasias to kind of like take the brunt force from the prior turn. So now we got Hurricane. I have Galaxy in hand too. Part of me is like, I don't necessarily need to use Galaxy because my Hydrakes can just get over the Kinleo. But I do want to do more spirit damage. So I'm actually thinking of re-enchanting one of them. And that's what I end up doing. So that way one of the Hydrakes has that extra spirit, so we could do more spirit damage that way. That's the whole reason that I'm doing that. So we're just going to get over with 1. And then finally, then the one with 2 spirits is going to attack directly and gets 2 spirits out of their deck, just like that. So they only have 2 cards left in their hand. So I'm curious, what can they really do? So they set a back row. Okay. Question is, are they going to cast an Elestral still? If not, I'm just going to keep attacking with Hydrakes. I might re-enchant the other one and break up like 2 spirits each, essentially. That's my thought process. So I can still keep the Galaxy in hand. Oh, okay. So another Kinleo. And my guess is they're going to pop the one that has 2 spirits. Yep, that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to Nexus and pop the one that has 2 spirits. Yep, I would do that. Yep, makes sense. Again, it's not strong enough, so it can't even attack over our other Hydrake. So now I'm thinking, okay, so there's an unknown back row. I can use Hurricane to eliminate it, but that seems overkill because I also have Galaxy in hand. The other thought is like, maybe I should just use Galaxy and I can change the attack stats so that way both Elestrals can technically get rid of the Kinleo that way. And if they use maybe their back row like a Shield of Achilles or maybe a Gorgon's Gaze, it only really stops 1 Elestral. And if it's Gorgon's Gaze, then that comes out of the way and they use 2 spirits and Hydrake can get over that easily as well. And then at least we just made them expend 2 spirits that way. But then they basically declare us the winner at that point. But yeah, I just wanted to show that quick matchup. It went really, really in my favor, especially with this deck. But it shows how this deck can really be impactful with the whole Hydrake into Twindra, into Penterror. And then even if they get rid of the Penterror, it comes back with 2 Hydrakes at the minimum. Especially if you have more like Twindras in your deck as well. But then you could also benefit on cards like Wind Gen into Tornado Gen, as you can see. That was super high roll, essentially, too. So just want to be transparent about that too. But I hope that was something that you guys really liked. If you want me to do more commentation like this, not only explain the cards what they do, but also like, why am I doing certain things? What am I thinking? If that's helpful, let me know in the comments. I could do more videos with different decks too. And if I have a particular good matchup that I can cover, would definitely love to show it to you guys as well. And if you want to check out more Elestrals content, check out this next video over here. Till next time, amigos. Bye.